102. It's 105 out here today. It's one thing you can't do when you're running. You can't be holding your breath. You gotta be breathing in the nose, out the mouth. And let this golf cart pass by. And there it go, 250. This walk down ain't gonna be long. Got one person in here. Thank you for hitting that like button. And just like that, it's Wednesday. Middle of the week gone. Just like that. It's nice and pretty out here though. I must say that. Hot, but it's just nice and beautiful. No wind is blowing. No wind is blowing at all. Hey, what's up, Don? Appreciate you for joining me. I'm your host, the one and only Stock Sniper. Just going on the stroll after the 4-mile run. And like I said, I'm gonna keep the walk downs shorter. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the walk downs shorter right now because I still have 5 months. I don't want to overwork myself and overtrain myself. I think I was on the verge of that 2 weeks ago. But I got to understand that I got the Chevron Marathon coming up. So I'm just gonna work out now. Right around November, that's when I'm gonna actually start back training. That's when I'm gonna start back training hard in November. That'll give me 2 months. That's, I think, 8 weeks. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, guys. Appreciate y'all for joining me. Hello, everybody. Appreciate y'all for joining me. Hope y'all having a great day. I am. Thank y'all for joining me. This is the season 3, episode of 102 of the Walk Down. And this episode is about proper rest and proper nutrition when you're training for a marathon or when you're working out. You can't keep training like I've been training like it's a marathon every week. I got to still exercise but not train. Exercising and training is 2 different things. And I had to realize that, so I'm exercising now. I had to cut back down to get back down to my regular 4 miles a day. And I'm gonna cut down the walk down to 20 or 30 minutes at the most. When November come, that's when I'm gonna kick back training back up. That's when I'm gonna kick that back up. So I was hoping to keep moving up, but that as I think about it, that wasn't really realistic. To keep training basically for a year. That wasn't a good smart idea. So I had to cut down from the 8 miles, and I busted all the way back down to 4. And then I'm gonna keep this walk down in between 20 and 30 minutes. So there's no more running 6 or 8 miles and then walking another 5, 6 miles. I'm not finna do that right now. I'm gonna save that for when the actual training start, which is 2 months before the marathon. That's how I'm gonna do it. That's how I'm gonna do it. So I appreciate y'all for joining me. How y'all doing, guys? Let me get past this over here. How y'all doing? Hope y'all having a great day. We got 34 people in the building. Y'all please do me a favor and hit the like button. Hit the like button so we get the notifications out. This is season 3 of the Walk Down, episode 102. I decided not to go with 1 through 50 no more. I'm gonna pick it up from 100. This is episode 102. Appreciate y'all for joining me. I am your host, the one and only Stock Sniper. Training, exercising, you know, it's you gotta have your mind right to come out here and put the work in like that. And you also gotta be able to listen to your body, like I had to do. So that's what I did. So no more joint pain, no more aches. It's all good. Plus, it's 105 degrees out here, guys. It's absolutely hot. So, gotta take that into consideration as well. This is just a little update of my, oh man. Well, this is a little update of my training. Where is this? It's in Houston. It's where I'm at. Appreciate y'all for joining me. Y'all hit the like button to let YouTube know that we are here and we ain't going nowhere. So yeah, just a little update on my training. I officially ended the training and now it's just exercising. Just a basic 4-mile run and that's it. I will kick up the heavy training back up again in November. Yeah, I got to give my body time to recuperate. And I think that's good right there. That way when I crank it back up, and when I crank it back up to 8 miles a day, I'll be ready to go for 2 months straight of 3 days. The main training, the walk down, stretching, and weight training. I had to start all that back up 8 weeks out before the marathon. That way I'll be ready to rock and roll. Yep. Because me thinking about training all these months, all the way up until January, that wasn't a good idea. Even though, hey, I've been training hard since February. 6 months of training. And within them 6 months, I ran 2 marathons. So the goal was to get a couple of marathons up under my belt to get a feel for what's gonna happen in January. And I accomplished that goal. But the thing is that after I finished the marathon in July, I kept on training. Remember, it's a difference between training and exercising. I continued to train, you know, and I continued to go up in the miles I was running. So now I got to bring it back down to my normal exercise routine, which is 4 miles a day and a 30-minute walk down. I will crank it up a notch once November get here. It'll be cool, and that's more smart. See, guys, we got to think smarter. So I had to actually really just sit and think about what the hell I was doing. But then my body started letting me know, hey, but bro, what you're doing is you're doing a little bit too much. You need to slow it back down. So I went back to the drawing board. I dropped back down to 4 miles a day. I'm not gonna be ranting on this walk down no more like usual. Usually when I get into a rant, I walk another 5 miles, end up talking for another 2 hours or hour and a half. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do that again, but it's when I'm training, not when I'm exercising. Right now, I'm just keeping myself in shape. Kind of like a fighter does or a football player in the off season, like that. I don't know why they think about that though, as being, in martial arts and jujitsu, you're supposed to keep exercising, right, to stay in some type of shape, but you're not supposed to be training all year round. So now I'm in a bit of an off season, meaning that I'm still going to work out and exercise like usual, but I'm not going to train. Yeah, I'm not going to train. I'm just going to basically exercise just to keep in health. But when November get here, we're going to crank it right back up. So that'll be great. Give my joints, my body, my mental time to relax. Because even though you work on your mental health as well as your physical health, you also need to take a rest, from your mental health routine. Whatever you got to work on your mental health, yeah, you gotta take a break from it sometime. Not stop it completely, but cut back. Maintenance, in other words. So this right here, what I'm doing, guys, is maintenance. And I'll start back training in the middle of November. It'll be cool in November, and I'll be ready to rock and roll. So that was smart, and that's good to listen to your body. And my body basically told me, hey, you're doing a little bit too much. You need to slow down. So that's what happened. That's why it's very, very important to have that ability to understand when your body really needs a rest, really needs maintenance. It's very, very important. That's why a lot of people that's not used to really being competitive, people that just now starting to run or walk or lift weights, you tend to want to work through some of the work, but sometimes you have to identify when you need to back up and just maintain. Why, stock sniper? Because that's how you get an injury. That's how you get a torn bicep, a torn tricep, a torn Achilles, right? A torn thigh muscle by overworking it. A lot of times they say work through it, but you have to know your own body. Like a lot of trainers are try to get you to overwork yourself. That's why some of these trainers I really don't like, because they try to get you to overwork yourself. But only you know your body. And when your body tells you it's time to maintain, it's time to maintain. That's why when I train people, I always don't let them overwork themselves. Like a lot of trainers that want you to push through a couple more sets, a couple of more reps, a couple of more squats. I'm not a big fan of overworking like that. Go light as possible and pump out a whole bunch of reps. You know, 15, 20, but with some weight that you can really control. You know, so many times guys be all, overworking themselves. And then things happen to them, and then they wonder why. Because they're training too hard. The body is not a machine. It's not. So that's one thing that I had to realize is that 8 miles a day, it was not for me. So I had to come all the way back down. I had to come all the way back down to the 4, which is cool. I stick with 4, like that, all the way up until November. Because then again, it is 105 degrees out here. It's hot. So, and basically, when you're running, it's basically supposed to be done like when it's cool, early in the morning, late evenings. But for me, I've been running in the heat for so long, is that this is my routine. This is my routine. So and I got to stick with my routine. And I got used to running in this heat. And I actually, it's all right. Get my vitamin D, get my 4 miles in, and I'm ready to rock and roll. So that's how I do it, guys. All right, there we go. We got a troll in the building, as they call them. And you know what? I ain't gonna block you, man. I'm just gonna keep on trolling. Just keep on trolling. I ain't gonna block you. Hope you're having a great day, by the way. The second coming. Hope you're having a great day, man. Hope everything's going good with you. And if it's not, I pray that God help you out and make your day go a lot better than what it's going, or your life. That's what I hope. That's right. Keep it up. Salute. Salute to you too, Bad Breath Security Guard. Appreciate you for joining me. Okay, we are 17 minutes in. I'm trying my best, guys, because my habit is once I get on this walk down, I get to running my mouth a lot. And I need to keep it in between 20 and 30 minutes right now, all the way up until when it's time to crank it back up in November. So everything's going good. Hope y'all having a great day. Football season is coming us here. Just like that. We got one more preseason game, I think. And then basically, 2 weeks, we gonna start the real season. Yep. So football season is here, guys. Best of luck to your football team, whatever team you going for. Best of luck. Those are some big trees. Yeah, they're old too. I like them because when it's raining, they really help me, keep me from getting soaking wet. When I'm running and it's raining, they keep me from getting soaking wet. That's why I love this area so much. The other area that I've been thinking about going to, which is a nicer area, but don't get me wrong, this is a nice area too. But that area over there is a real nice area, but it's a lot of crime over there. A lot of people are getting attacked on that track. A lot of people are getting attacked. So I think I better just keep my old self over here, where everybody friendly over here. But over there, at that other part, a lot of people are getting attacked over there, which is a sad situation. Yeah, so if you out on the track and you out exercising, make sure you pay attention to your surroundings. You got to pay attention and don't let nobody get all up on you. Don't do it. Because just like, what was that? That was the other day. I don't know if y'all seen that on the news, but a guy just went up in Walmart and just started stabbing people. How many of y'all seen that on the news the other day? That a random guy just walked up in the Walmart and just started stabbing everybody that was in there. That's why you got to be on your P's and Q's these days. Don't let nobody get close up on you. Don't. If you see somebody getting in your space, make sure you peeping them out and you're moving around. You know, you gotta know how to move these days because people are just attacking people out of nowhere. And if you are on your phone and you're in public, make sure you are real visual on what's going on around you. That's one of the reasons why I do this. You know, I show my surroundings. People want to know, why do I always do the walk down like this? It's because I'm paying attention to what's going on around me. That's why. That's why. You got to pay attention. Even though I'm on the phone talking, I got my camera up and I'm exercising, but I'm also looking around. I'm looking for any kind of motion that don't seem right. Yeah. So when you out and about, don't be looking down on your phone in public, guys, because that makes you a target. Yes, you got people out here that's looking for you, catch you slipping, and then try to rob you and attack you. That's what's happening, guys. Especially if you out running and walking, you know? That's another reason why I don't like doing this at night. So we gotta be smart and we gotta know how to move. That's another reason why I do it in broad daylight. I can make sure I can see everything, you know? So you gotta be vigilant on what's going on around you. And don't let nobody get in your space. That's unacceptable that he was allowed to stab all those people without interact. Yeah, that was wild. You shopping, you know, trying to find your favorite ice cream or trying to get your favorite soda, you know, and you looking, and all of a sudden somebody just come stab you. And then go to the next person and stab them. And then go to the next person and stab them. Yeah. And then they're attacking older people. So you gotta be on your P's and Q's. That's why that's why you always gotta try to exercise. You know? You always gotta try to be active. Be active. Live an active lifestyle. Because you never know when you might have to defend yourself. You never know. That's a good thing about exercising and being active and running and lifting weights, you know, and jogging and things like that. You're halfway prepared just in case you got to mix up a little bit. You can try to protect yourself if need be. And then what I love about it is that it keeps you aware, keeps you mentally focused on what's going on around you. That's why I pay attention. I don't want to wear no earphones, none of that, because I need to know what's going on around me. Yeah. And some people might be like, it could happen to anybody, you know? Just like at the other park that I've been talking about going for a while. If you've been a long time watcher of the walk down, you know that I've been talking about going to this other area. Well, that other area, it's a lot of crime over there. And I mean a lot of crime. You know, a lot of guys are attacking, women and elderly men, on these tracks. They're attacking them. That's what's happening over there. So I might stay exactly where I'm at. Because I know I've been talking about going over there for a while, but I haven't made the move yet. And that's why. That's why. See, over there, it's more wide open. It's less, the track goes through the woods. Yeah, it's more wide open than this. And it's more closed in, So you might be walking through the track, and all this is nothing but woods. Enough for somebody to be hiding in the woods and jump out on you. Yep, that's how it is over there. So yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all for joining me. I was finna get ready to start ranting, but I gotta get out of here. I can't go past 30 minutes. I'm right at 26 right now. I think I'm gonna end it right here. This is season 3, episode 102 of the Walk Down. I appreciate y'all for joining me. I'll probably go live tonight from the desk. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I appreciate y'all for joining me. I love and I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate every last one of y'all for coming in and rocking with me. This is the one and only Stock Sniper. To the next one, I'm out.